Nicky Devlin, Ayr United club captain, and you're watching Quill 18.
Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Football Manager 2017. We are playing as Ayr United, and today we've got a match against 5th place Wraith. We ourselves are in 3rd place over here. It is going to be a wet day today at Somerset Park. It's a home game for us. Now, it's going to be quite a tight week over here, as I prefer the training schedule for this, makes it quite clear. We've got 2 matches this week. We're playing Wraith at home, and then Dundee United away right after that. So I'm very concerned about people being tired here for this away game. I think much higher chance that we might drop this one, which I would say makes winning this game against Wraith considerably more important. We are once again going to be trying out the 4-2-3-1 wide tactic, although unlike the last game, we are not going to have defensive midfielders. We are in fact just going to have midfielders over here. Bring in Paul Kearney, who we did tune last time to play, I think, what will be to his strengths. Not carry the ball so much, but really try to... I mean, he's almost playing as like sort of an advanced... or like a playmaker over there or something. I don't know, plus the shooting. I think the advanced playmaker role says shoot less, which we don't want. If Kearney finds a good opportunity for a long shot, I'm going to encourage him to do that. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with this overall. We'll see how it goes. Nicky Devlin has actually been cleared by the doctors to play, but he limited to 45 minutes. His condition's not that strong yet. I think I'm going to leave him completely off the roster for today. We will see how he looks for the game against Dundee, and we may bring him back in for that, but I think we're just going to leave him aside at this time. So we'll be starting Tony Ralston and really not having a right defender on the sub list. So hopefully he doesn't get injured, but it's not like we need to substitute for everyone in the game. We sub 3 people out, so mostly comes down to not getting too injured or too tired over there. Cross our fingers there, but of course that's what we did last time too. So let's go ahead and advance forward over here. We're going to see what the details of this game looks like. Referee seems to actually be quite gentle about awarding cards here, so we actually might go ahead and give our team the tackle harder instruction. You can see we got 39 points overall thanks to our draw over there. And Wraith, who is actually a 5th place team, yeah, so this actually becomes incredibly important because we've got only a 4-point differential. We had 6 points last time, I think. Might have been wrong about the math, but I suspect they won their last game and we only drew ours. So only 4 points there. Now Morton's particularly concerned about a Wraith win, but the distance is not good. We really do have to win here, especially if we think we're going to have a hard time against Dundee, going into an away game quite tired here. So Dundee will be quite a hard match. I think it is very, very, very important that we win this one. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, calm winds, very rainy. Maybe with like a lot of wind, you actually don't want to do the direct passing because the long distances might get blown a lot by the wind. It never occurred to me, actually. 2,100 tickets sold is actually pretty good, I think, for one of our games at this point. Yes, still well below capacity, but not too shabby. So let's go ahead and select the team. We are going to go ahead with this comp. I think that's going to be fine. We'll see how it goes. Submit the team over here. That's going to be okay. And it has been a while since we booked a win here, so it would be really nice if we came away from this one. I don't think it'll be a huge blowout here, especially since we're still adapting a little bit to the new formation. Fancy Wraith to win this one. Have poor recent record, but Air's really been struggling late. Yes, absolutely. And yeah, Ross Doherty especially missing is quite sad. Yeah, for Wraith win, they goes into 4th place, and we'll only be 1 point away apart from them. And all of a sudden our promotion. I said that we're relatively safe, but I may have been, that's last video, I think I said we're relatively safe. I may have been overreaching there, but that was one of the excuses for tempting this new strategy. And honestly, I think I like the new strategy, so we'll see how it goes. So yeah, very important game. Continue to instructions over here. We will, I don't know, I guess we'll do the, make sure to mark both of these guys. And actually, why don't you go ahead and close down a little harder there. And then the wingers, of course, if they've got it, we'll try to cut that down. I think that's still kind of solid. Markers, Chris Johnston. Think we should mark him tightly? We don't have that many people available in the wings, so I'm not sure. I'll just continue. Okay, listen. I'm passionate here. We've been on about it. Run. Go out there and impress me. Morale's not great, but it'll do. We're going to go ahead and say, I've got faith in you. All right, people are responding pretty well to this. Could have used a little bit more. Standard mentality, I think, is going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and give the get stuck in for now. If we start to take too many fouls or even yellow cards, we'll pull away from that. But I think this is going to be a relatively chilled referee or umpire. Referee. So we'll go with that. All right. let's get started here. So we're warming up the ball a little bit by not moving it forward at all. There we go. Kearney, who we did tell to dribble less often, take riskier passes, and certainly shoot if you got the opportunity. See, that to me looked like one of those riskier passes. Now, this may be a mistake. It's possible that we don't want to put in the risky pass instruction. We may not need it with the dribble less. He might be trying to dump it way too often. All right, Harkin's interesting. Oh, yeah, because he just did the throw in there. All right, Geegan's got it. Harkin's going to try to work his way back to the middle. You can actually see him try to, like, dart back in there, which is interesting. He went a little bit wide, can't find anything. Back to Lamb, who sends it way forward to Thomas. Hopefully this... Oh! Come on, Guffey, get it in there. I don't know why no one's shooting over there. I was worried that Thomas was going to score but be called offside. Looks like none of those things happened. I'm kind of disappointed that nothing went in there. Why should we try to play a short passing game? Why, though? Anyway, I'm not going to do that because I did... Oh, come on. Come on! Oh, thank you, Dewin. Thank you, Ross, for saving that, although it is going to lead to a corner kick, which makes me a little bit unhappy. Haven't been able to practice our defending set pieces for a while because we're having to practice our match tactics a bit more to get our familiarity up, although I don't think we'll have to do that anymore. And I think against Dundee, we'll probably do some practicing against set pieces. We'll see how it goes. All right, we've got a lot of people really stacking up on their ball carriers here. There's Bar. I guess we've got a couple of bars on this. Bar. They're failing to move it forward too much, and it looks like we did gain possession in there at some point. Oh, they got an offside. And we've got a corner. And again, what the hell's... Oh, because it's a new game. I do not want you in there. You're supposed to be receiving this. I had to change it outside of the game. Grrr. Okay, and on the right side, Kearney. Harkins should be in there. Okay. Lammy, I don't want you taking the corner. I want you being here with your giant, tall head. Also, I'm a little concerned about that. Lammy beats him to the ball, which is fantastic. He gets to the crane, moves it up to Harkins, moves it up to Thomas. Thomas not going to be able to shoot as is, though. Kearney gets it back, sends it back to Thomas, who had a good opportunity to move forward. He's going to take a long shot on target there. Oh, my God. That was, and the ball resting so dangerously on the goal line, they were able to defend it, knock it away for a throw into us, which apparently then led to a corner soon after. There it is! Oh my God, I think that was a double touch. It did not go directly to Lammy, I think. I think there was a first header, which kind of sort of like barely got grazed. Oh, look at that victory pose by Lammy. I think it got grazed just slightly to the side. We're definitely going to want to take a look at that. I feel like right over here is the first contact. Who is this? This is Magat taking a big jump. He's not able to get it towards the goal, but is able to stop it from going wider. In fact, gets it perfectly past to Lammy's gorgeous, gorgeous tall head. This is why Lammy is not doing the corner kicks. He's receiving the corner kicks exactly as planned. All right, we got a throw in from Crane coming in here. Going to get Geegan, who's a little bit pressured, but not much. Ralston with a big distant kick. Interesting goal attempt there. Wasn't really going to go. It was just too lobbed too gently, but... It's an interesting attempt anyway. We do win the header there. That was Lammy again in there. God, what? I'm so happy to have picked him up. I think he's going to be a great, great, great addition to the team. Really happy about it. We haven't been able to stop this little offense here, unfortunately. That looked like a good opportunity to tackle the ball away. Remember, we do have to get stuck in. We're 24 minutes in. We've only drawn 2 fouls, actually, and no yellow cards. So I think that is actually going to work out. We may even want to give some tackle hard instructions. Although with the two of them together, that might lead to our teammates getting a bit too violent. We'll see how it goes. Ah, another non-tackle over there. We'll see. We got 5 shots. We are up a goal as well. 2 clear-cut chances. Possession's about 50-50, which is nice. Looks like we were on an offensive run there. Oh, Lammy keeps in it. Again, the headers from this guy. Oh, his glorious head. Harkins gets... Oh, takes a long shot from a distance. He does have decent long shots, but that was not a good example of it at all. Okay, goal kick from the opposition, from Wraith. Moves it way deep to Johnson there, but Crane wins the header there, but unfortunately goes right back to Wraith. We're getting it wide once more. Having a hard time moving it up, though. 3 shots. We are out shooting 2-1. Although 6-3, like, you know, yes, it's 2-1, but it's also only 3-shot difference, which isn't that much. There's a lot of game left. There's a shot that goes nowhere, though. Nice and wide from the net. And a goal kick to us. Excellent. 30 minutes in, and, oh, they're back on the offense, or no! Gets denied. Kearney gets it back to Geegan, who's got a lot of opportunities to move it up. There we go. Harkins gets it over to Thomas. Thomas isn't really going to be able to dribble it all the way. I wonder if he's going to cross it all the way over to the left. Not the left, to the center. Kearney With his long shot there, it's probably a little crazy. I'm actually thinking what I'm going to do with Kearney here. Here, okay. I'm going to make your instructions a little less nuts. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell you to dribble less. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. I just don't feel you as a ball carrier, okay? So, maybe we'll use you a little less crazy. Harkins does get it over to Kearney, who's able to send it wider over to McGuffey. Excellent. McGuffey moving it fairly forward and to the center, which is interesting. And again, he's not got the inside forward instruction. I think Gigan to Harkins. It's worth noting that Crane is waiting for the ball out there too. If something should come up, we'll see how it goes. Back to McGuffey. He's going to pass it up to Kearney, who's stuck in the middle. Over to Harkins, though, who's got a real opening. Oh, Harkins! Harkins, no! Oh, it was so... If he just shot on target. Ooh, Kearney's injured. Damage foot, come on! How bad are you? Kearney. Oh, you're still 81%. Well, actually, you might just be down. Oh, and an injury on the other side. That's interesting. Okay, looks like we're fine, though, right now. That's good. The last thing I want is another goddamn injury to, honestly, one of our quite important players here. 2 minutes at a time in the first half. Yeah, I would say if people are falling over that much. Okay, listen. Well, yes, we are going to say good. I don't want to use a different tone. Be calm. Things are going well. You're capable of even better. Excellent. Wonderful. Ross getting some good enthusiasm for things over there. Morale's not super huge. Gary Harkins only a 6.5. Yeah, with those missed shots. So far, everything looks pretty good, though. Not going to make any dramatic changes to anything, I think. So now pushing forward towards the left. This bar guy gets the ball a lot. I thought I was just noticing because, you know, he was close up before, but no, they do seem to prefer sending it that way, which is kind of interesting. I wonder if she should start marking him, although I don't know. There's Johnson getting it. Maybe I'm just looking for Barr. Gary getting a little bit tired. Dundee lost. I don't think that matters so much. Falkirk winning. I think Falkirk winning is fine because I don't think it is very likely that we're going to catch up to Falkirk no matter what. So them winning against whoever is okay, as long as it's sort of a mid-table team, and Dundee is, I believe. So we want fewer threats. We don't want the people below us who are rather close to get more points. All right, Gary Harkins definitely getting tired. It is 70 minutes in at this point. Harkins works real hard, so we're going to go ahead and... But who do we sub him for at this point? It's an excellent question. I mean, we can bring Alan Forrest in from the flank, but the problem is we don't have a really good substitute for Alan Forrest. Well, okay, no, what we can do is move Paul Kearney up, who's quite happy doing this. And then get another sub in there. There we go. Get Sean McCurdy in here now. You do not need the dribble less instruction. Kearney. Wait, Kearney's got an 8? I thought Kearney was bad at dribbling. Okay, hold on. I think I got confused between players at some point. Was that... Oh, no, that was a different player over here. Yes, Kearney's good at dribbling. I think I got very confused between someone else last time, and I may have given him some poor instructions. How's your shots and your finishing? I think I'm just going to put you in a sort of a support role, a little less further forward, and I think that's going to be okay there. All right. Any other substitutes? We're 70 minutes in. Let's take a look. No one else is completely gassed. But who scored? Oh, Lammy, right, with the header. Let's bring in Craig Moore with his superb morale. Did have a good talk with him. I gave him a very gentle speaking to between matches here to say that, you know, you really haven't been scoring very much. It would be nice to see a little bit more of that going on. Yeah, we'll just play you as a generic attacking forward. That's going to be okay. All right, let's get in there. Yeah, I think I got... Who else... I think I was giving those instructions when I thought there was someone else in that midfielder position. I was really not giving Kearney enough credit for his dribbling potential. Yeah, I got a bit confuzzled. Oh, Moore! Could have gotten an opportunity right away. Decides not to shoot. He's got too many people on him, which is fair. Oh, McGuffey with a wide shot that I believe might have just gone in if it hadn't been blocked. So an excellent shot there, which even though it doesn't score, it does set us up for a corner. Who's taking this corner? I can't tell from this. Can't click on him from this angle. That's Kearney taking the corner. That's fine. Oh, Lammy was making a move for it. Does get knocked away, but little Alan Forrest with his incredibly fast feet, though, does keep it in. He's going to look for a passing target. We've got someone behind, but it might... Now, Forrest isn't a great crosser, but does pass well. Gets to McCurdy, who gets it to Moore, who gets knocked down before getting the ball. A lot of aggressive play over there. But as we knew, the referee was not going to be calling a whole lot of cards here. That is unfortunate, but Geegan does take the ball away very nicely there. Really good. We got about 20 minutes left. We've got one more substitution. I think I'll wait at the 85... Or, no, we got 10 minutes left. Well, 12. Do I want to do another sub? Alright, there's not really a lot of strong people there. Or here. Or Alan Forrest. Sean just came in. Andy Geegan still playing. He's actually playing very well. Getting a little tired. I think we're going to bring in Robbie Crawford over here, though. Another really good ball-winning midfielder. We're just going to do that. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Keep those good midfield tackles going on. Oh, there's the first foul! Well, not actually. It's actually 19-11. There's a yellow card there. And legitimately so. We have been playing relatively aggressively there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the get stuck in, just for now. Just to prevent maybe Paul from drawing a second yellow card here in the last few minutes. It's going to be okay, though. So we've got a lot of offensive-minded stuff going on here. We're still on the standard strategy. We could pull back and try to park the bus here since we are up 1-0, but I don't think that's the right play. I think there's still a good opportunity maybe for us to score a second goal here. Shots on are really even. Forrest, I was expecting you to dribble up a little bit faster over on the flank there, but not to be. Crawford gets to McCurdy, who moves it up to Kearney with his yellow card. He does get it taken away from him, though, which is a damn shame. Does get dumped deeply, but no one on the opposition can take advantage of that. So we're going to get a goal kick coming in from Doohan. We might want to go to some time wasting. Definitely got some exhaustion, especially on the defense at this point. Goal kick from quite a fair forward there. Interesting position for that. Well, I mean, I think it was just a free kick, not a goal kick. I'm a little concerned about this. There's the cross. Oh, Doohan dives in because McManus was very threatening there. Just realized our opposition instruction is not taking care of the new striker here. So we're going to go ahead and feed that in. There's only about a minute left in the regular time. There'll be, of course, some penalty time added, but not much, I don't think. Well, who knows? Ooh, Thompson does win the header. But now we're back to Moore. Doesn't have a whole lot of help right now. He does decide to take the long shot. Doesn't really get anything done with it, unfortunately. I'm wondering. I mean, I know there's not much left. But let's go ahead and throw that in. But also, we're going to tell you to... oh, yeah, because we're on... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just go with this. We're going to be fine. I was going to see about adding more time wasting, but I would need a more defensive formation for that. Oh, Moore gets it in there. Interesting little beat. Gets it over to Kearney, who's got some passing target. If it doesn't get taken away. Ooh, I think that got knocked a little bit away from his foot as he's trying to pass. Gets it up to McGuffey, who's going to be able to send it back to the middle to McCurdy. I was going to say probably to Forrest. He's got a couple of passing targets in the middle. Crawford, McCurdy. I think, come on, get it up. To Kearney, who takes the shot. Beautiful in so many ways. That was so very, very nice. I saw the opening. I'm like, if you get it up to Kearney right now, to Paul, I think that's gonna result in a goal. McCurdy did it. Paul Kearney was there for it. Look at this. Look, he's got space. He's gonna have a moment to turn around. We know he's pretty good at finishing. Beautiful. Exactly what we're looking for. Exactly where we want you to shoot from. That was really quite nice. And yeah, I'm actually wondering. There was a fair amount of shots. Maybe the the get closer to the goal instruction actually was the right way to go. What do they call it exactly? The work ball into box. Yeah, that one. Ralston with a pass wide across the field over to Moore, who does struggle a little bit, but does get his feet on it proper. Over to Paul Kearney, who gets it. I think that was taken away. I don't know if that was an attempt at a forward pass or it was just like knocked away from him. Oh! Oh, and there's full time. I thought that was some sort of foul there. 2-0. This is a very important game for us to win. We are going to be passionately happy about this. Very nice victory. Excellent. Yeah, critical victory for us because despite what I thought about the safety of our position, it turns out that it didn't take very long for people to catch up in the competition. There's the button that I want. Again, Wraith, this was an important job because Wraith was, I think, 4 points below us. So if they had beaten us, we'd be within 1 point of that. And actually, if Morton had done well, I think Morton may have just lost their... How do we find out about that? Under general? News? How do we find out their game stuff? Oh, I could just check their schedule. It's probably the easiest way to do it. Schedule, senior squad. Yeah. Okay, so they lost... That was huge. They lost against Dunfermline. That is massive for us, actually, because it meant Morton didn't get any extra points. Wraith didn't get any extra points. So, yeah, so 6 point difference. A lot of stuff can happen. Again, I think there's 36 games in the season, so 10 more. And, yeah, that's just like 2 wins. That's a 2-win differential, which, I mean, it's not like it's going to be easy for them to get that. They have to win 2 more games than we do. And that only ties Morton and keeps Wraith 1 point below us, actually. But Wraith does have a much better goal differential. Morton's basically the same. I guess, really, we're 6 points behind Falkirk. Again, just a 2-win differential. If our new stratagem works out, I'm a little disappointed by that draw against St. Mirren, but that was good. And unfortunately, Dundee's probably lost, and Falkirk is quite good. Falkirk is very, very, very good here. Is this going to be a home game? Who knows what will happen? This Dundee one's going to be tough because it's in 3 days. We just finished a match. Our players are going to be relatively tired. Waiting treatment for damaged foot. That's Paul Kearney. Yeah, so he did damage his foot. We kept playing him. It's going to be a small thing, but I'm willing to bet he doesn't get to play in the next match. Oh, here it is. What? We'll get through the next game against Dundee, but then could be out to 6 to 7 weeks. So he's still out almost as long. The question is, do we want to risk him playing with injections for the next game? I don't think I can take that risk. God, that is a devastating injury because Paul is so good. I'm just going to leave it to the physio. I'm not taking any risks for a game that's already going to be maybe impossible. Let's just remove you from position. Start Robbie Crawford, which is fine, but then we need another sub. Who's the other? Well, I guess what we're doing is we're bringing Nicky Devlin back in. Whether he or Tony Ralston start will depend mostly on Nicky's shape. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go and sub in Nicky now. I realize Tony's got the higher raw rating, but Nicky's our captain. You know, and actually he plays very well. So I think we'll do that. We'll evaluate Nicky's situation before the game and see if he can start or not. Oh, he hasn't even started his full training yet. Well, he's not going to start. Tony's going to start, but we may keep Nicky on the bench as a possible substitute over there. This is going to be so tough. The end of the season here is going to be really, really hard with these injuries. Really, really hard. I mean, these are 2 stupendous midfielders, Ross and Paul, both of which are really strong. Now, don't get me wrong. Robbie Crawford and Andy Geegan, also very, very strong. Really good players. What's a deep line playmaker? Mr. Crawford. Yeah, dribble less, risky passes. We're going to get rid of that. This is the shoot less often, hold position. Now, both of these would have a hold position, which I don't want. What about a box-to-box midfielder? This would actually be very roamy. Your stamina's not huge, because this could be very exhausting. And without a good sub over here, your finishing isn't great. think we'll just play you as a regular support central midfielder, and I think that's going to be just fine. Your long shots and finishing isn't great. We're going to encourage you to shoot less often. And that's about it. Andy Geegan's long shot and finishing is actually very good. I wonder if we actually want to tell him to shoot more often. Nah, he's still never going to be that far forward, so that's going to be fine. I don't think we need any more specific instructions. That game against Dundee will be tough because we are not going to be at full conditions. We could decide to start some second teamers, which might be a possibility. We'll see how we are. It's 3 days. Maybe we'll get a decent amount of rest. We'll see how it goes. Ricky's very tired. Again, we'd love to put Peter Murphy in as your substitute here, but I don't think that's going to happen. Grant Thurbur's pretty decent, actually. He's an up-and-coming. I think he's 19 years old. Where are you? Grant. You are 18 years old, in fact, and you've got some potential here. You're not super tall. Your jumping reach isn't that great, but your actual heading skill is really, really nice. So there's some interesting possibilities there. We'll see how it goes. All right, well, we're going to wrap up this episode. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and I'll see you guys next time.